Welcome to Relics Radio, your favorite weekly podcast dedicated to the metal detecting and treasure hunting community. Here are your hosts, Ken from Adventures in Dirt and Tony from 5280 Adventures.
Well, here we go again, Tony. Rush to the Rockies, live from Rush to the Rockies in Kiowa, Colorado. What is Rush to the Rockies?
It's an awesome event. It's a hot, awesome event. No, it's our yearly national seated hunt out here in Kiowa, Colorado, and people from all over the universe come and join us here.
Yep.
In Kiowa this year, and we've gone through Saturday. It's about 248 hiring here in Colorado. We've done two digging events already. We got one more. We started Masters of Metal. We'll talk about that too. Started Masters of Metal competition. We've given away, how many metal detectors have we given away?
$800,000 worth of metal detectors.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we've given away 4 so far.
2 events, four detectors gone. Gold nuggets. Shovels. Speaking of shovels, we got a guy that just won a shovel.
Yeah, we do.
We got Jason from Detect SD.
What's up, Jason? How are you, man?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for coming on with us, man. So we usually see you in the chat. You've been active in our chat before, and we started talking about the fact that you were coming out here, and man, it's been awesome getting to know you and do some digging with you. And so great coming out, man. Welcome to Colorado.
You guys have provided great hospitality through this entire event, and it's actually more than I ever expected my first organized event. But yeah,
we were just talking as you sat down, and I asked you, is it the digging? Is it the event? Is it the people? Tell us what is the really grabbed you?
It's all of those things. There's more stuff in the ground than I probably thought.
It's overwhelming, isn't it?
It is. And just the hospitality of everybody that's here. The raffle prizes are unbelievable. And, the food's been good. The weather finally has turned around, and it's been nice. It's getting a little warm. And, but yes, it's everything I was hoping it would be and more.
Sweet. And so, like I said, we did 2 events already. You actually just won. How many prizes have you won?
Well, I won a silver bar this morning. Had the #1 token, and then I just got a Garrett shovel. So, yeah,
incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. This whole event is, we do our best to organize it. We do our best to kind of put on a good event. We had a speaker today that was awesome from Elbert County.
Yeah, actually, I want to mention Joe Martell from Elbert County Historical Society came out and spoke for 45 minutes. He could have spoke for 45 days. He's got so much information. He's the president of the museum down the street, and really cool guy. But even cooler because he knows so much about Elbert County. So he came out and spoke. He had everybody on the edge of their seats. He told us some great stories about old Elbert County, and it was great to have somebody with some knowledge of the area. It kind of personalizes where we're out hunting. He said his grandparents homesteaded 5 generations ago right over the hill over here. And it just makes it personalized. It's pretty cool. What did you think of the speaker?
I thought it was great. And, like you said, just being here and then him pointing up to the north, well, it was right there, or down to the south and saying, oh, yeah, that's just crossed right over there. It's a little bit surreal, actually.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I want to say hi to some people joining us in the chat. Lurker Troy, always joining us. Good to see you, Lurker Troy. Fred Starr said the audio's good. Yeah, we were having some issues yesterday when we were kind of like tunnel-like, having some echo.
Yeah.
It always seemed like every time I turned to talk to Tony, because I think when he speaks, then he has an open shot to this mic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ignore him, and I'm just gonna.
Don't even look over here. Stop checking me out over here. Do you know what's coming up, Ken? Do you know the next hunt by chance? What's coming up? We got like 20 minutes until the next hunt. So, do you remember what the next one is by chance?
No.
I put you on the spot. We didn't plan for that at all.
That was off the
Put you on
cuff.
spot.
No, I don't. My mind scrambled. I planned all these prizes. I put them all together, and I just forget which one comes first, second, third. Let me see. Oh, the buck skin hunt. The buck skin hunt. So this is where
everybody strips down, and we're going to wait till dusk to probably do it. Strip down to your buckskin, and you go out with your pinpointer, see what you can find.
The term buck has a lot to do with this hunt. So you might know what's in this
hint.
hunt.
Buck as in like
Skins.
a buck, like a deer.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's going to have a lot of stuff in it. It'll be a good way to end today. It'll be a good way to end Saturday. So, yeah, last hunt coming up here, and then we have our official but our Masters of Metal competition extending in. Now, Jason, you got on a Masters of Metal team. Okay. And we've had one event so far. And explain what that event was.
It's the target ID. I don't remember the official name of it, but it's identifying targets off of a list of possible targets and just going off by numbers and noise and whatnot. And obviously there's more options to select from than there are.
They couldn't make it easy. Like process of elimination, right?
No. It was a very humbling experience. We don't know how we did, but for anybody that hasn't tried it, they should try it. It's
agreed.
It's reasonable. I think it was $12.50 a person. It was $50 for the team.
Yeah.
Mine lab swag and everything. It was. It's a challenging course, no doubt.
Yeah. So you have like 20 targets, right? You swing over 20 targets, and you have like 25.
You only have 5 minutes, though.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes to identify it.
Well, it was all.
It's
really
rushed.
Hard,
yeah, you kind of just want to sit there and listen to it
right.
a little bit longer.
You want to study it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. You don't have time to do that.
I gotta move on.
Right. I got through the first 10. I was at the end of the first 10, and the guy's like, minute and a half left. I was like, what? Another.
It's good. I mean, I think I talked to a lot of people that walked away from it, and the same word was used.
Yeah.
Humbling.
It's
but
not
it's
easy,
competition though, right? Like, I mean, it's a good time. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Debbie was telling me though, don't worry if you score terribly on this, everyone does. But if you're at the bottom of the pack right now, the next event could just completely reverse the
it's gonna be good.
The scores. And,
we've got a gold panner on my team, so I'm hoping.
What?
Are you really?
This next event coming up, so let's see how it goes.
I don't know if that was allowed.
What are you doing? You can't have a gold panner. Yeah,
I was trying to look and see if we had the scores up there from that first event.
They might
I
have
don't know if they've
scores
got them up there or not. I don't know if I want to know how poorly I did.
We've got a lot of friends out here with us today, and local friends and stuff. And they actually came over and they were a cheering section for us. We brought our own cheering section.
So I wasn't watching. Were they doing the wave?
They were doing the wave.
That's what I thought.
They were bowing at times as well. You guys have the biggest fan club over there. It was
fun.
I was a little jealous, actually.
It's all a facade. Don't worry.
Yeah. We talk a big game, but
right.
So
good weather today, though, too. We watched the podcast. I watched the podcast from last night, and it was so windy. I really thought the audio was gonna be horrible, and it was actually pretty good. But today, like, it's little light breeze, absolute gorgeous sun. We'll see how the afternoon looks. We usually get the weather in the afternoon out here, but
yeah. Tell us about last night, guys. So last night we got together after this and socialized a little bit.
It was awesome. It was really cool because you get together with buddies. I mean, at least on the detecting side, I was saying this last night. You get together with everybody, and you're so focused on like the detecting. Let's go detect. We're going to detect from sun up to sundown. We're all together. What did you get? All these different things. And I think when we got over to the campsite or the trailer, whatever, like last night, it kind of like shut down. We still looked at relics. We still had stories.
Yeah, that was great.
But it was so laid back, and it was just. We got a picture. I'll post it on social media. Actually, I think I did already. Kind of everybody that was there, and it was just camaraderie. It was food. It was stories. It was sitting around BSing, and it just was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I know you guys did, but I seriously enjoyed myself. And I can't thank you guys enough for coming out and sharing that. I just wanted to hang out. You know?
Oh yeah, and the food was great too, and being able to share the finds. I mean, I've heard Ken talk about some of the finds that you actually displayed last night, and able to hold them in your hand. It's a different, you know.
Yeah.
I thought that was super cool.
Yeah.
So.
It was fun. Like when people think about coming out to these events like that. And if you're listening, I really encourage you to look in your area to find an event and go out and check it out. Because I mean, stuff like that, like you come here, Jason, you were saying earlier, like you've never been surrounded by this many like-minded individuals, you know what I mean? That you can just go up to almost anybody and talk to them about stuff that they'll understand and they'll relate to.
Appreciate.
Yeah. But and you get to know a bunch of people, right? Like have you met numerous people here at the event? Yeah. And then we get together last night and we're like you said this, you know, we get to relax and hang out and stuff and get to know personalities a little better. And that's what these events are for. It's coming together.
It's the community
of like-minded people. So
to find other people that actually know what they are sometimes is really cool.
Right.
You know, and you're not going through explaining everything.
There's not too many people in my life that would go, ooh, a saddle badge. But all of us were oohing and on last night over a saddle badge, right?
We're all oohing and on over the skeleton key. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
skeleton man.
And yeah, the people all here appreciate it. And I think you're right. You can walk up to any person and sit down and you know, start out, where are you from? You know, how long you've been hunting. And from there, 45 minutes later, you know, you guys have talked about from everything that you've ever done, ever found, ever hunted. And you walk away, you're like, you know, that was a cool guy I just talked to, you know? Yeah, the community is awesome.
Yeah, definitely a cool time for sure. So you're doing all hunts here today. You're doing all three today and all two tomorrow. All right. Okay.
Yeah, and then I think the token hunt with Mind Labs tonight.
That's tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so that's gonna be
Another humbling one.
And there'll be a scheduled hunt tomorrow to finish for that competition, and then they'll have the gold panning set up tomorrow, which we can do like we did today, which we can just go, you know, at our leisure type of thing and go do it.
That's gonna be fun. Something completely different. You know, we're all out here with our technology. We all love certain machines, and part of the Mind Lab or the Masters of Metal is gold panning. Kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun. I don't know how many people, well, except your team, you've got professional, highly Hall of Fame gold panner or something. I don't know, but like how many of us out here have actually done gold panning? So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Here's another really cool thing about this, right? Like, how many people on your team have you known for a long time? Zero. So you got thrown together with complete strangers to join this team, and that's what happens. And I think there's a number of teams out there. We started with like 3 teams registered coming into this. We scored another team that registered, and I think we're almost up to 8 teams. We're up to 8 teams.
I think 8 teams, yeah.
And that's just from people getting together with like-minded people. Let's go join a team and let's go do it.
Yeah.
And
Lurker Troy says he's not good at detecting, but he can flip a pan.
Sweet.
So, yeah, Troy's got to come out here, show us all up.
We've got to get him on our team. If we come to Alabama, we got to put you on the team. So if you guys win first place, have you guys already all talked about it? Are you all going to Alabama?
Yeah, we're going to make every effort to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you pass it?
I know.
Yeah.
But we're not going to put the cart in front of the horse.
Oh, yeah, see.
We know that you guys have a pretty well stacked team. So.
Oh, shoot.
Well, we should let you go, man. They're heading to the next hunt. Jason, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, that was Jason. Yeah, he's got to go get his stuff on and get up the hill.
Yep.
Take my shovel back.
There you go.
Yeah, he won a nice Garrett shovel in that
Razor.
last hunt. So
Garrett Razor.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
everyone, you want to
starting to head up to the.
Can you hit that other camera? We could yell at people as they walk by.
Yeah.
See,
See if we can do that.
Look, guys. All right. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
We're back with the tokens.
Skin hunt.
Buckskin.
Buckskin hunt. People are heading up the hill.
They're all still wearing clothes though.
Can you turn that camera around? Show them all coming up the hill. Well, I guess we're going around the Mind Lab thing, so I actually can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wanted to get.
We got a truck taking up some old timers. I mean, just accommodating the.
Shit, Frank was using
Yeah. Trying to accommodate as many people as we can here.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we have a friend of ours here that isn't moving around too well, and we were trying to get him on a truck to take him up the hill because we don't have the steep incline we had, the steep altitude we had last time, but you're still walking uphill to get up to the hunt fields. And our friend Frank, has got knees.
All right. Do well. All right.
Hey, give us a wave.
How many tokens?
Give us a wave. You got to give us a wave. Come here. Come over here to this mic, Kari, and tell us what you're gonna.
What am I gonna find?
What are you gonna find? Just lean that mic. Tell us what you're gonna find.
I'm probably gonna find 7 tokens because 7's a lucky number.
Okay.
And then because Yvonne's here from out of town, I will give her 3 and keep 4 because I'm selfish.
And how many buck spins are you gonna find?
How many are out there?
342.
328.
All right, go get it.
Well, best of luck to you.
Yeah.
Best of
Thank
luck
you.
to you.
Thank
You
you.
hydrated? You got water?
Yeah, I'm hydrated.
It's hot today.
It's very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and you'll have to see the gold gram.
Yeah,
I
congratulations.
already won a 1 gram gold nugget
Yeah.
in the last hunt.
Beautiful.
Beautiful piece. Yeah, we're gonna have to see that.
That's good. I gave it to her.
No, did you really? Oh, you're such a nice sister.
No, she's
Hey, Cindy.
Cindy's got her gloves.
Hey, did you check the scores up there? Or are we already scored up there?
Because I just got my ticket
Yeah.
and now the hunt's starting.
Ah, gotcha.
Hmm.
Yep.
Hey, somebody just popped in here. Chris Lose
What's up, Chris?
or Loss. Looks like fun guys. I dropped off Eureka a while back, still detecting alone. Not one for competitive events. Good luck, everyone.
All right. Yeah. It's not for everyone for sure.
Good luck.
Yep. Good luck. Good luck.
Go get it.
Yeah, it's not for everyone for sure. It's a different type of hunting. If you come out to these events and you want to, like you usually do when you're in the field, right? You kind of swing slow and you kind of real deliberate, listening for any little thing. And out here when you're doing this competitive stuff, which Chris doesn't like, right? You got to kind of get after it.
It's moving fast.
Fast.
Jason, who just was joining us. He had never been to an event like this, and he asked me for advice. I said it's swing fast, it's target acquisition and pinpointing, and extraction. You got to get out fast and move to the next one.
Yeah.
No lingering around. No, you're not even really looking at what the coin was that you just found.
Right.
You throw it in
Nothing's
your
going to
bag.
be deep.
Yeah, throw it in your bag and check it all later.
Yeah.
See what you got, because you linger, and those 5 seconds or whatever, they start to add up with as many targets as you have.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, so it was super windy yesterday, and today it's just this light breeze. It's sure feeling good, I'll tell you that. Feels a lot better today with the wind, but boy, I'm tired. Are you tired?
I'm exhausted.
Man, I'm whooped.
It's been a long weekend.
Yeah, a lot of.
I think a lot of the volunteers, I was just kind of like, we got 2 days, and then we all can die after that. It's been a lot of hours, a lot of dedication from the volunteers and stuff, but I think it's turning out great. I love this location.
Look at Troy asked, do you put plugs back? Yeah, we asked everyone to rebury their
1000%.
holes, so
Yep.
that does slow you up a bit.
And since we're out on private this year, we were able to actually bury the targets.
And normally we don't.
No.
Normally we just tuck them under
Tuck
the
'em in
grass.
grass. Yeah.
That's kind of, make sure they're hidden. We don't just drop them on top of the grass, but we kind of tuck them under the grass and the shrubbery and stuff or whatever. But this year we were able to dig 2 or 3 inches down. So
I like that.
yeah,
It adds to it. It slows people down is what it
Yeah.
does. I mean, you get in those other competitions where they haven't been buried at all or tucked in the dirt. It's 15 minutes and you're out of targets.
the way we're doing is we have maybe 30 to 40 tokens in each hunt that will result in prizes. And we have those up there buried. And each hunt has had, let me see, we've done 2 hunts. First hunt had 2 items that weren't found, 2 tokens that weren't found.
Mm-hmm.
And this last hunt had 3 tokens that weren't found.
Yep.
And that's terrible too, because the tokens in the last hunt were little cowboy hats. Somebody had turned coins into cowboy hats.
Quarters.
Quarters.
Yeah.
And the cowboy hats, and people are allowed to keep those tokens after they turn them in. So that's pretty cool. But 3 of those weren't found. So what they do is they take the prizes that weren't found, and they have a bag with every registered hunter's name in it, and they just do a random pick out of the hat and
So
give away
cool.
those leftover token prizes. So
Yeah, I was telling our speaker Joe, because he was around for the end of the first hunt when we were drawing out names. I said, we don't keep these if they not found, we're giving away every gift or every prize in some way. So we're drawing the name, and that person's going to win it, even if they didn't find the token. We're making sure that that prize that was designated for that token is still getting given away. So it's awesome. It's awesome.
So have you done the photo booth yet?
I took a picture. I took a selfie yesterday, but I didn't put on like a saddle blanket or whatever else they got up there. We'll have to go do that. We'll have to get a group of us to go. They've got like musket rifles and
big
Indian headdress.
Bowie
I don't
knives,
know.
all kinds of stuff.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, like an Indian teepee village backdrop and stuff.
Very cool.
Liquor Troy says 100 years from now, someone's going to wonder what the heck that token's for.
Right. Well, you know what?
I found a cowboy hat and silver.
What's cool is, I mean, I don't know how they do it. I thought it was shooting it like with a 22 bullet, but it's probably just pressing it down on a
they have some
ball
kind of
bearing in
yeah.
the middle, and that kind of pushes up the middle like this.
Yeah.
And they take the sides of the quarter and then they just kind of turn them up, so it looks like a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
It looks like a cowboy. But I mean,
cool.
In the chat here, if you guys have ever found, like a shot coin, out in the wild detecting, I thought it was like that.
Yeah. Interesting. We try to keep all the tokens different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you don't get used to what you're looking for. And so you can set your machine up to go only just find tokens. That's not possible out here. They have a lot of twists too. Like there was one of our hunt masters that was running the first hunt that was, he said, hey, there's also some orange tokens up there. If you find that, come right up to me and to get your prize right here, right now. So, they wouldn't have to come back. Because normally we go do the hunt and then everyone comes back and sits down in the shade, pours out all their silver and all this.
It was almost 2 hunts in one, because they had gift tokens, and then they had the like immediate, what do you call it, rush to win.
Yeah, rush to win. So they had to rush over with their orange tokens, special tokens, to get that.
You know what they had up there? What he had? Did you see?
Yeah.
So he's at the table in the middle, and he had prizes out there. When you ran up, whatever was on the table, you just got to pick.
Oh,
he had Spyderco knives.
Oh my gosh, those are like $80.
I know. And this was extra.
Oh,
this wasn't even part of the other giveaways. Spyderco knives. He had silver dollars. He had silver $half. And obviously, if you did it early and you got up to him quick, you got to pick the best prize out there, right? So, and if you were later, you'd have like a silver half left.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even the 30 other tokens that were out there
that we were giving away back down here at base camp. But that's really cool. I'll have to remember.
I liked that hunt.
It definitely was unique. I don't think I've ever seen that in a hunt before.
It was unique.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool. Yeah.
So let's just pray for good weather. I mean, we usually have these thunderstorms that roll over about 3 or 4 o'clock here in Colorado, and we'll just pray they don't, because if so, we're going to be in the token hunt. We're going to be like 5 o'clock. We're going to be, digging in the rain. It was raining on us last night during our little barbecue, and but it was still cool. What are you going to show us, Tony?
Trying to show the hunt field. Did I get that moved or not? There we go.
Yeah.
It's actually up over that, past those 2 vehicles. I don't know if you guys can see them. I can't zoom in, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, that's the third field, and there's a little bit of elevation on that one, but they're actually up there in some ponderosas. They've got some scrub oak.
Yep.
Some cactus, some yucca.
Yeah, it's beautiful here.
This is what Kiowa looks like.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We got Debbie over there as she's looking at, see if we can get her to wave. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Hi. We really appreciate her.
Here we go.
What does she got?
She's got
Oh, she's got a megaphone.
Megaphone yelling at us.
Awesome.
It's been fun having her out here. If you guys never met Debbie, man, next time she's at an event, just go and say hello. But oh, cool. Yeah, we had a lunch truck out here, Catalina's Tacos.
Oh, yeah, we
just
had some street tacos for lunch. Ooh.
Al Pastor and some carne asada street tacos.
So big shout out to Catalina's and Elizabeth. They're
That's
good.
right.
I think they're packing up right now, but
they are. Yeah,
good stuff. Yep.
Full
5
place.
Relic Hunter wants to know how many people we had out here attending.
We had a few walk-ons, so I think we had 86, 85, 86, I think. Plus all their families and stuff. So we got over 100 people out here.
Oh, easily, yeah.
20 people probably out here. So, yeah. A3 paid.
That's what I had said.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had some walk-ons.
We had walk-ons.
Yeah.
About 3 or 4 walk-ons.
I think going into it, we had 83, but we had some people walk up. And, maybe you guys didn't know that, but, if you don't do it ahead of time, there's a early bird rate, but, you right up until hunt time, you could just walk up and register and jump right in the field. So glad we had some walk-ins. That's cool.
And we know how many silver coins it takes to make up that amount of money. So when we have walk-ons, we have that in reserve. So then we got to just head up and plant those coins real quick. And we're far enough away that if we send somebody to do that, they wouldn't realize where those are at. We're far enough away from the hunt fields. So that's what they did. Every one of those walk-ons, they would gather that much silver and take it up.
What's on your hat there, buddy?
What's
on your hat?
It says Masters of Metal. Yeah, I'm not a Master of Metal yet, but I hope to be at the end of tomorrow.
Okay. So, yeah, we paid for that Masters of Metal. There's 4 of us. We each got a shirt. We each got a hat. On top of the opportunity to win $2,500 cash. Right.
It costs us like $12.50 a piece, right?
Yeah. If you guys are anywhere near a location that Mindev's putting out Masters of Metal, you have to do it. It's a really good time. Yeah, look at that. You're a good-looking guy. Look at that. Good times. We're having a good time. I think, like Jason summed it up. Whole bunch of people that just, you don't even hardly know, but we all have the same passion. You can sit down and talk to the guy next to you and talk for an hour,
So I had this story. This guy, Steve, I'm walking along and this guy comes up and he says, "Hey, are you the podcast guy?" Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm the podcast guy. And he goes, man, he's like, I didn't even realize there was a metal detecting podcast. He's like, so I was searching for one. I'm driving down the road I was in Tennessee, he said, and I searched for one and I found this Relics radio. So I put it on my phone. I got in my car, played it over my speakers. I started heading down the road. He said, I heard you guys talking about Rush to the Rockies. He goes, and here I am. He said,
he came up.
Reservations just like that, and I here I am. I'm out here, just from listening to your guys.
Incredible.
Podcast. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. Thanks for sharing.
That's incredible.
Yeah, if you weren't listening yesterday, it was also really funny. We had a funny experience yesterday.
Oh, geez.
We're on doing this live stream. We did one yesterday, and in the chat, just like some of you in the chat right there, this lady Melissa pops up. And she says, hey, where in Kiowa are you? And I'm thinking, wow, yeah, maybe she's in Kiowa. She would like to come up or something. So, hey, we're over here off Freeze Road. And yeah.
I said just east of Kiowa.
East of Kiowa.
And then she clarified it.
And then what'd she say?
She clarified it like specifically, where are you?
Yeah.
And she said, because I got one of your participants in my office here downtown, Kiowa, and they're trying to find where you're at.
So they were lost. They saw a real estate company. They just pulled in there and seemed to mention it was. You know who it was? For those of you in the chat, do you guys know who it was? Some of you guys know. Listen to the show. You hear us talk about Copper Joe all the time.
Yeah.
So Copper Joe is here. Copper Joe Nuchetta.
Mm-hmm.
He was lost, so he went into this real estate company and said, "Oh yeah, these guys, Relics Radio," and she pulled us up on their phone, and we were live.
We just happened to be live at that second.
when I got off the show, I checked my phone, and I usually turn the volume off when I do this show, and I had all these text messages from a friend I didn't know. This Melissa gal, she was trying to get a hold of anybody for Copper Joe. So I won't forget that. That was
hilarious.
Situation.
Very cool. We'll try to get Copper Joe in to sit down with us later.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the media gals from Mind Lab to come over.
Yeah,
and sit down.
Yeah.
They're from Brazil.
These two Brazilian ladies, young ladies, with cameras and
because you're always putting other people on camera. We're going to put you on camera.
That's right.
Get over here.
Yeah. They don't like being from behind the camera, so they turned me down. I got rejected for that one. Want to mention some sponsors?
Sure, man. Sure. Yeah. Go for it. Who you want to start off with?
Oh, well, Mind Lab obviously is out here. We've had Nokta is the main sponsor for Rush of the Rockies this year.
Yep.
Incredible donations for us. Some great machines, great.
Yeah, she sent out all the bags, all the handout bags, drawstring bags, and put a hat in everyone. And,
Garrett sent out a lot of stuff as well.
They sent a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So as far as total quantity of stuff sold, they sent out a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And we really appreciate that from Garrett too. They've always been nice. As you know, the club's been around since 1973, and ever since then, Garrett has been sort of there with the club, sending stuff out for our Christmas party, like all kinds of really cool stuff. Who else we got out here? We got
Treasure Hound's out here.
Treasure Hound is out here.
Yeah. He's
Who is Treasure Hound?
A lot of stuff. He's like a retailer, right?
Yeah.
So, but he donated a lot of. He donated a what was it? A gold bug?
Gold bug, Fisher gold bug. Can you believe it? That's a killer machine, man, for finding gold nuggets.
Yeah.
For gold prospecting. And a pickaxe and a shovel and I can keep going on.
He hooked us up. Yeah, that's Robert.
Robert,
over there.
Excellent.
How about Casey?
Oh my gosh, Casey Dittman with Excalibur shovels.
The shovels, yeah.
He sent he sent out some shovels, some hand diggers, and I'm always so impressed with him because he's a single man, kind of a small business, right? And even though he knows supporting the community is the best way to kind of get his name out there and stuff, still, he's got bottom line margins that are a lot lower than, Nokta, Mind Lab, and Garrett. So for him to be able to send any product our way was just amazing. How about History Seekers?
History Seekers hooked us up too. Holy cow.
Yeah. So if you, how many are out buying the new Manticore? You're out buying the new machines.
I'll buy another one.
Yeah, he was sending out $150 off coupons, vouchers. If you buy a machine that's 1,000 or over, and he had a $50 coupon set.
He didn't send one,
and
he didn't send one 150. He didn't send one $50.
Yeah.
How many did he send?
He sent 5 of each. So, people are receiving those and just like, man, it's like $50 off on $500. So there's 10% off, 150 off on 1,000. So there's like what
15% off. Jeez.
So we thank you so much, man. History Seekers. You guys check it out, historyseekers.com or .net, one of the two.
Yeah.
And then how about American Digger Magazine?
Yeah.
Butch
Anita over there, they sent us a really cool prize pack.
Yeah, some subscriptions. People have been receiving them. It's pretty cool. If you're not a subscriber of American Digger Magazine, that magazine is it for metal detecting and relic hunting here in the United States. You really need to go check that out. They have an online, they have like an electronic downloadable version or a hard copy. Hard copy is nice. It's about the only magazine I still kind of look at.
Right. No, I love the pictures. Just holding it, glossy magazine, glossy pictures, pages. It's incredible in your hands. Yeah, sent over 2 subscriptions for us for that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take that.
Buzzsaw in the chat. I don't think I've seen Buzzsaw in there, man. Welcome to the show.
That's right.
What are we going to do the rest of the day? So it's 3:30 our time here in Colorado. Man, this view. Like if we just turn the camera around, it's just because it doesn't.
I wish I could be able to zoom because it shows real poorly off of the camera we have.
When I look to my left and look to the east, we're elevated. So I'm looking down into this valley.
You know what you're looking at right now? you're looking at the Smoky Hill Trail.
Sure am.
That came right down 86, which is what we're off, right off 86, just east of Kiowa.
Yeah.
And the Smoky Hill Trail, which I didn't know, but it makes sense. Joe Martell was telling the story. He said, you've got the Oregon Trail that went to the north through Colorado. You had the Santa Fe Trail that went through the south of Colorado. Santa Fe, or the Smoky Hill, just dissected both of them, went right through the middle.
Is that right?
Yeah. Very cool. But literally, I mean, we're looking at 86 right over. I got a car coming up there. That's the Smoky Hill Trail coming through the middle of Colorado.
Yeah. It's just amazing because, this hasn't been altered.
Not out here.
Yeah,
It's not.
No, not out here.
Not built
This
up.
is what the pioneers saw when they came this way. And there's really nothing. Less roads.
Right.
Yeah. Less houses.
Of course, but
still, I mean, what we're looking at now is pretty untouched landscape. And that's what we like. We like that untouched landscape.
Yeah. I mean, if you're out there like us, where you can go out in the middle of a field and kind of just take in everything, and you can almost see history in front of you, this is the spot for it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
James just came in from scanning from Mass. Well, tell us about it. Like what were you scanning for? What you come up with?
Yeah.
Let us know. We were just talking about Massachusetts earlier.
We were,
because we had something for the first time this morning, James. I'm sure you're gonna love it.
Yeah, a buddy who grew up or was born or something in New England.
Sure, yeah, he did. Yeah, he grew up.
Say that again. What did you say?
He parked his car in Harvard Yard.
Okay.
Isn't that what you're supposed to say, James? But listen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he bring?
I don't know. He asked us if we wanted some brown bread, and I was just like, okay, yes.
Yeah. What's brown bread?
Morning bread's good. Brown bread. Okay, it sounds pretty good. No, how many people out there besides James know what brown bread is? Like,
I do now, but I had no clue.
It's bread in a can.
It looks like baked beans. A baked beans can.
That's what I thought it was. And he's like,
But it's bread.
Yeah, it's bread. It's bread in a can.
Brown bread.
You open it up
with raisins.
Raisins. You open it up, both sides, punch out this cylinder of bread, slice it into 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch pieces. And we didn't have a toaster, so we just put it on the grill, which was cool because we then had all the flavors of the broth.
Hey, I tried to clean it off. Come on.
That was funny.
We had steak and burgers and broths and hot dog flavored bread.
That raisin bread.
And cheese.
But it wasn't bad.
No, it was interesting.
Yeah.
I like it toasted. I definitely can see it being toasted was much better.
Yeah.
But bread in a can.
Yeah, who knows?
Never heard of it. Actually, Marty said he can't find it in the stores anymore. So where did he buy it from?
Mm-hmm.
Where we buy all of our stuff. We went to Amazon, ordered 12 of them, and had them delivered. Bread in a can.
He handed me one. So I'm going to take it home, show it to my wife. I'm just going to be like, hey, honey, you want some raisin bread? I'm not going to say anything about it.
That's great.
Lurker Troy says Pillsbury has biscuits and such in it too, right? We've had those. We've had those where you crack open and you take the
right, but
out.
you got to cook them.
You got to cook them, yeah. This was just open the can and slice it and eat it.
You could just eat it, but it was better toasted. It wasn't like we cooked it. We just toasted it, made it a little bit more, crispier.
I've never seen bread in a can. It was just ready to.
You have now.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
Hey, James says he came up with an 1827 Cat Bus dime last month.
Wow. How'd that feel, man? That had to be amazing.
It was good.
Yeah. So, you usually find those, right, James? Like when you're not finding other stuff, they usually pop out of nowhere where you're like, it's one thing if you find one of those when you just found a trime and you're finding like a bunch of other stuff and it's just an amazing day. But when you're finding a bunch of like buckles and buttons and then bam, halftime comes up. It's got to be amazing.
Congrats
hey, look,
on that.
Future Bleeps showing
Future
us
Bleeps again,
man. Oh, yeah. So we're live now. What do you think? We're probably won't go live anymore today.
I don't think we're gonna have an opportunity. We've got another Masters of Metal hunt tonight, so we'll probably have to jump on that and show everybody how you really do it.
And that's a token hunt. So
yep, I'm watching them bury some tokens right now, and
huge field. 200 by 200, something like that. It looks like a big field, and they're planting tokens And what they'll tell you is they say, oh, you have to find as many like yellow tokens with an M on it, or a pull tab with like a blue string tied around it.
Right.
So
and
it's
if you
not
don't
even,
find it, you got to rebury it.
Yeah. And no, so the first team member that goes out has 10 minutes to go find as many of those as they can. Is it find as many or find one?
No, it's find as many
as you can.
Because then they total everything up at the end.
Yeah.
It's not run. If you find one in 1 minute and come back, you've got 10 minutes to find as much as you can.
Yeah.
20 minutes and then 30 minutes.
20 minutes. Next person has 30 minutes. So it's an hour long.
Right.
So it'll be interesting. So as a strategy, right, we're trying to figure out like who to send first, who to send second, who to send third, right? And we've got a teammate, Cindy. That
got a strategy.
She's a hard charger, man. She's got stamina. Definitely more than me. So, we're trying to see how we're going to put that together.
Hey, look who's in the chat here.
Oh, hey, man. What's up? Metal Detecting NC.
No. How about Great Outdoors Detecting?
No, where did I see that at?
Any moose at Rush to the Rockies this year? We're on the Eastern Plains. There's no moose out. There's no mesas out here.
Yeah.
But you know what? Since I'm here, I bet they're lurking somewhere up in the Ponderosas.
Yeah.
I seem to attract.
Mike says, are you guys at tables next to each other? We are sharing a 6-foot table. Yeah.
Well, it's fun. Look, well, this way, I guess, huh? Because I'm on the other side.
Yeah, there you go.
His camera's a little different than mine. We've got like two opposite ends of the camera. Looks like we're in totally different locations.
Doesn't it? Because the way my integrated camera works with backdrop with bleaching out the screen.
5 Mile says, yeah, I would have liked to seen him in a love seat.
Tell you, we almost did it last night, man. We had a little sips of whiskey, and it was. He has these huge. Tony's got these huge lounge chairs, right?
Recliners. The
recliners. No, not in the RV. Those Eddie Bauer.
Oh, those are Marty's.
Oh, were they Marty's?
Yeah, those.
Gosh, man.
So it's like a camping chair.
It's like a love seat. That's why I brought it up.
It's insane.
Plush and comfy and padded. Oh my gosh, crazy. Our good friend Kari brought me. She asked me earlier in the day. She's like, "What do you like to drink, Ken?" Because we're getting together. It was like BYOB and all that stuff, right? And I go whiskey, and I was teasing her. I was just giving her a bad time, And she showed with a bottle of whiskey.
It was
I've never had it. It was really good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah, the one she brought was good. What was Traveler?
Yeah, Traveler.
Yeah, Ken grabs it, right? Thanks, Kari, for it. And he looks at the bottle and he's looking through the whiskey, and on the back of the front label, there's like a treasure map. And so we need to drink the whole bottle, and then we're going to go look for that treasure.
Yeah, right. I was looking for X marks the spot. Oh my gosh.
Good whiskey though.
Yeah,
good whiskey. We might partake in. I don't know if we'll have any more tonight. If we're gonna just go back and crash at like 6 p.m. or something.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah,
it's been a long day. It's been a long weekend. Well, for you, a long week.
Yeah,
you've been detecting and
got out 3 times this week. That's strange for me. I barely get out every other weekend if I can, and for me to do 3 days in a row and then come do this, I'm pretty toasted. But I got Monday off. I took Monday off too.
Good.
I knew I would need a recovery day, so I just made sure I took Monday off. But that's gonna be good. Love seat whiskey sessions. That's funny. It was good, man. You did a pretty good job on that.
Let's see. They've only been up there 15 minutes.
Right. They blew that horn. That was the start of it. Right?
Yeah.
You see scores over there yet?
I don't think so. I bet we go talk to her. We'll get our scores.
Yeah. There's a couple of teams here. They look like they're really professionals. So.
Hey, Spencer wants to know if it's 3:30 p.m. in Colorado.
Yeah.
We're on Mountain Time.
Yep. We're in Mountain
10:30 out there.
Wow.
I think he said he was in London, right? North London. That's where he was last night.
I can't remember where he's at.
Yeah, Lurker Troy says, while wearing buckskin.
Whiskey love seat sessions while wearing buckskin.
It's getting bad.
It is getting bad. Here's what happened, right? When you guys get tired, like we're tired, it doesn't the comedy just go off the rails. Like
it starts going. It's
getting loopy. That's what
I'm
approaching,
rails.
getting loopy right now. So what do you want to do, man? You want to get off here right now? And then
I think we'll close it out. We'll probably, hopefully, go maybe, we should do is maybe like an early session tomorrow, if we can, before everything gets started.
Let people
Nice
know
and
how we
cool.
did last night. And
Yep. And see what's coming up, and try and maybe if we can bring in some more people to talk to.
yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We have these wireless mics set up across the table from us, so we can bring people up and interview them. I can even take a mic out on man on the street and go interview people. But things have just been going bang, 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 bang. And I'm involved a lot in the prize giveaways, and Tony's been helping me too. So we don't have a lot of time. We have to come back here and get this done. Like right now, when that hunt is over, I got to make sure we get all the stuff out for the next hunt. Actually, we should probably go do that right now.
Yeah. Lots of prizes to give away. We got to get them prepped.
Organize them, put them in order of token number and all that stuff. Double check them, triple check them. Make sure we're not missing anything.
There's some satisfaction in being able to hand somebody a silver bullet.
Handmade silver bullet.
It's not anything that we created, but being able to provide these gifts and these donations from all these great supporters of Rush to the Rockies, it's very satisfying. So
see their expression. We had a guy.
Oh my God.
We have some very creative people in our club too, and they made these like custom made, engraved, like bullet boxes and coin boxes and silver bullet boxes. And you open them up, and they've got like Eureka in it, and there's like a few of these silver bullets or silver arrowheads. Yeah, very talented people here. And then those are cool, right? Those are cool prizes because they're unique, they're custom made. And then of course, somebody comes up, they're like, "What do I get? I got number 23." And Tony and I love telling people, "Oh, you're gonna like that.
Oh, you got 23 this one? Oh, you're gonna like this one."
When we know,
Yeah. All right, man.
Okay.
We'll go get the prizes, get them all sorted out, and
see you, Mike. Good seeing you guys. Spencer, good seeing you. Thanks for
appreciate everybody stopping in and supporting us and putting up with us out here at Rush to the Rockies. So
yeah, we wanted to do this, right? We wanted to
Absolutely.
We just wanted to go
Great
live
time.
and kind of let people know we've been talking about it for months, right? So
yep.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you so much for listening to Relics Radio. We will see you back here next week for another exciting guest. Until then, get out and dig it all.